catch 'em all.
What's up guys, it's Gumby, finally back again in Pokémon Draft League Action. It's been around 7 months I think, since I last uploaded on this channel, except for like 3 days ago when I did like the little announcement video for the live draft, which I hosted by the way. It's up on the TBF YouTube channel, so if you missed it you can still watch it on there. But it's 3.5 hours long, so I don't really expect you guys to do that, I guess. But yeah, tomorrow there also will be power rankings out on that video, on that YouTube channel, I guess. I'm doing that as well with EN, as the same as back in ASL. Maybe some of you guys have seen that. Link, as I said, down in the description below. And yeah, draft recap, guys. For the Terminus Battle Factory, this new league I randomly more or less found on a Discord server. And yeah, it's a YouTube league, so I'm kind of obligated to upload stuff here, not like in the last leagues where it was not mandatory, and I just like, yeah, lost interest in doing so because I got hacked pretty badly, and yeah. But anyways, in this league it's mandatory to upload, so if I don't upload I get kicked, and I don't want that to happen, for now at least. Who knows what's it like in like 4 weeks. But yeah, I still hope it's good then. But yeah, Terminus Battle Factory, as I said, we got 12 months in this league. 1 tier 1, 1 tier 2, 2 tier 3s, 1 tier 4, 1 tier 5, 1 mega, and then 5 free picks with a budget of 500 points. Tier 1 is 180, a tier 2 is 120, a tier 3 is 100, tier 4 is 60, and a tier 5 is 40 points. So you gotta like manage it a bit, I guess, right? And yeah, we were 6th overall in the draft order. Not too happy about that. I hate being in the middle because you just really can't plan good enough if you're being in the middle somewhere. And you like, you always have to really plan Pokemon by Pokemon, and like if you draft one Pokemon in the first round and then you really want to pair it with the second round, there are like 12 picks before you. And it's really easy to get sniped here, but I have to say I got somewhat lucky. I will tell you guys when I got sniped with my picks and so on. But yeah, it didn't happen too often, but it still did happen sometimes. So, but yeah, you can judge whether my replacement Pokemon is good or bad compared to the one I initially wanted to pick up. But yeah, as I said, I was 6th overall in the draft order, and yeah, that's why I'm super happy with my first pick. It's actually Mega Larias. And maybe you're going to ask yourself why that thing even is allowed in this league. And I can tell you, I don't know why it is. Same with Mega Morvile, which actually lasted till round 2, which is even crazier. Like end of round 2-ish. Actually, nah, it was like 4th pick in round 2, I think. Maybe 5th pick. But yeah, like Mega Morvile lasted till round 2, which is absolutely batshit crazy if you ask me. But yeah, as a 6th pick, I got Mega Larias. Super happy about it. Obviously having Levitate, so directly off of the bat, ground immunity. Even though I don't really want to switch Mega Larias into anything. I mean, it has super good bulk with 120 defense and 150 special defense. And 80 HP, but still, you kind of just want to switch Mega Larias in on a, I guess, Weakermon, you can say, and then just calm it up and from there out win the game. So yeah, that's basically the game plan with Mega Larias. And getting Mega Larias was super cool. First of all, because it's, yeah, pretty busted in my opinion. But yeah, like the game plan around Mega Larias is somewhat easy-ish. Like it's still hard to execute. Mega Larias doesn't guarantee you to win, obviously. But yeah, it's a super solid round 1 Pokemon. Super happy with it, and yeah. So after Mega Larias, well, like after I drafted Mega Larias, I kind of wanted to build my team around it because that's I wanted to make it my main. I wanted to make it my main Pokemon because it has just so much offensive as well as defensive power. But yeah, like Mega Larias just wanted like screamed to be the core of my team, and yeah, I built I drafted accordingly to that. So my second Pokemon I drafted is Weavile, and in Tier 1, by the way. Weavile Tier 1, obviously, even though the commission of this league wanted to put Weavile into Tier 2, which I thought was kind of stupid and crazy, same as allowing Megaladias. But, you know, I'm not complaining. But we changed Weavile to Tier 1 with like polls before the draft, so that coaches could offer their opinions on the positions, like yeah, on the tiers the Pokemon are in, and yeah, we bumped Weavile up to Tier 1 where it definitely does belong to. But yeah, I drafted Weavile mainly because it's probably the best counter to Megaladias, and I just didn't want people to have it. Weavile obviously is faster than Megaladias with 125 speed, so I already building up here good tier speed tier as well, so good for that. I draft rather slow teams, if I recall correctly. But yeah, as said, Weavile, obviously super Pokemon with a 120 attack, Ice Stab as well, Ice Shard, super good Pokemon, and again it's like the best counter to Megaladias in Draft League format, and I didn't want people to have that Pokemon, and I really wanted to try it as well. Like I never drafted Weavile if I remember correctly. Definitely on YouTube I didn't, I know that, and I don't think I drafted it. Like, no, I don't think I drafted it. But yeah, Weavile, Ice type, Dark type, knockoff, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, whatever you want to say. Also gets like low kick or whatever. So it really is a good Pokemon, and the fact that it's the best counter to Megaladias is just like the cherry on top of the cake. So that I could get it, that was super cool. But yeah, after that Weavile, I was going for a bit more bulk, a bit more stall, I guess, even, because like, you know, you can even stall with Megaladias having access to, I don't know if it's Recover or Roost, maybe even both, probably, but yeah, one of the two. So yeah, getting that defensive core rolling. My third pick overall into 2 was Tangrowth, obviously having a Regenerator, so getting that Regenerator core, you probably are going to think that I'm getting another one, which I will, but more to that later. But yeah, Tangrowth having super good defensive stats with the 125 and in defense and 15 special defense, which is not that good. I get it, but you can also put Assault Vest on there, and then it gets an absolute special one monster, and the 100 base HP just make it worth it. That you can also run that threat. Even though most of the times you're probably running like something like max attack, max HP, max defense with a Rocky Hammer or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, super solid Pokemon as well. Definitely tier 2 in my opinion as well, and gets access to utility moves as well, like Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, I think. But yeah, and like the main issue, the main reason I drafted this is for the Regenerator core, being the defensive wall to take the hits for Larias and Weavile on whatever else I'm going to draft later on. And I even can run Tangrowth offensive because it has 100 attack EVs, base 100 attack as well, so it's not like it's the one-dimensional Pokemon, and I always have to run the max HP, max defense Rocky Helmet set, but yeah. So Tangrowth definitely a solid one, as I said, good for defensive core, will do defensive duties, I hope. And yeah, my fourth pick in tier... was it tier 3? No, I think it's a free... I think it's free. It's a free Pokemon in tier 2 as well. Yeah, it definitely is. Well, Toxapex, another Regenerator core Pokemon. So I now have 2 Regenerator Pokemons, and yeah, Toxapex super bulky as well. Even though it only has like 50 base HP, but it has the 152 defense and 142 special defense, so it can take both hits like at once. Obviously has the weaknesses to ground and electric type, but for that I have Tangrowth, and that can just soak up those hits because it's grounds, and it doesn't give a shit about those. But yeah, Toxapex also obviously has moves like Toxic Spikes or Baneful Bunker, Toxic as well, you know, it's just a good utility Pokemon overall, and yeah, able to take those hits which I needed to take, hopefully, for Megalodias and Weavile, and whatever else I'm going to draft, as I said, with Terminus as well. But yeah, also getting my Fire Water Grass Core here rolling with Tangrowth and Toxapex already. So yeah, and then I only need to draft like Fairy and Steel, and well, and Fire Pokemon to get those 2 cores completed, the Fire Water Grass and the Dragon Through Steel. And completing that Fire Water Grass Core is my next pick, going to be another free pick in Tier 1, it's Heatran. Heatran, ability Flash Fire most of the times probably, could also go for Flame Body. Another defensive one to take up the hits, and I also can run it offensively. I made it my Super Zmon, so I can use, what you gonna call it, utility Z moves, so I can do like Z Sunny Dance to get the +1 speed, and then having the sun up, and then pretty much probably destroy everything with Lava Plume. With the 130 special attack, it's going to hit really hard in the sun. So yeah, that's maybe something to look forward to as well. But then again, like obviously it's matchup. Like I have to look for the matchup for the current week, and if it works, maybe I will do it. Who knows? I just didn't really see another Pokemon which I could do Super Z's on. Though I guess there will have been another opinion which will follow a bit later on. But yeah, tell me your opinion if you think that Heatran can be a good Super Z Pokemon. I'm curious if you think so. But yeah, Heatran again, super versatile Pokemon as well. Gets Stealth Rocks and whatever not. Can trap with the Fire, whatever move that is called, Fire Spin maybe. Not too sure, but yeah, I know it can trap and can be offensive defense as well. So super happy with that as well. And yeah, as I said, it's completing my Fire Water Grass Core, and also gets me the Steel Pokemon, which I need for the Dragon Berry Steel Core. So yeah, really can't be too mad about it. And Heatran in tier in round 5, also super solid in my opinion. But yeah, for the next round, I initially wanted to draft Donphan to get that Rapid Spinner for me, which I somewhat wanted to have and needed to have. But I got sniped like 3 or 4 picks prior, I'm not quite sure, but it was like the round prior, so not too far away from me. But in the end I wasn't too mad about that, because I picked up well, not really a better ground Pokemon I guess, but it's a super useful ground Pokemon, that is true. And it's Dugtrio. And Dugtrio obviously has an Arena Trap, and is super fast with Base 120, and with the buff we got in Gen 7 to its attack, now it has 100 base attack, so it's hitting super hard with those Earthquakes, dude. And yeah, those Earthquakes obviously going to be able to help me defeat people's Fire types and Steel types, so looking forward to that, to use Dugtrio again. I used Dugtrio in a couple of leagues, I don't think on YouTube, I don't think so. Actually maybe I did in ISL, but I don't remember. But yeah, anyways, really happy to use Dugtrio again. Super good Pokemon in my opinion, especially because of the, or like probably only because of the Arena Trap. But yeah, Dugtrio, you can look forward to that thing getting some kills. I promise you that. Next up, I got sniped again. Wanted to pick up my Electric type this round. And, oh by the way, Dugtrio was a free pick as well, and was in tier 2, so I already spent 520 points, so I only have 80 points left, which means I have to draft 2 tier 5 Pokemon as my last 3 Pokemon, but later to that more, I guess, like you will see then where those, which the Pokemon are going to be. But yeah, my next pick, I wanted it to be an Electric type, and I wanted it to be in tier 3. And Jolteon just screamed at me, like, come on, give me the Jolteon, but it got sniped like 3 rounds prior, or 3 picks prior rather, so you got really close to getting that, but instead of the Jolteon we got Heliolisk. And in my opinion Heliolisk is not as good as Jolteon, definitely not, because it lacks the special attack and the speed of Jolteon, but it's still, I mean, it's still super fast with like 109 base speed, the Heliolisk, so it's not too bad. And I told you earlier that I had the Super Z Heatran with a sunny day maybe, and the Healerless could benefit from that as well, from the sunny day. So again, maybe that's going to happen at one day in the future. I don't know yet. But yeah, it's a possibility definitely. So look forward to that if it's going to happen. Because if that's going to happen, then it's pretty cool. The solar power and Healerless, and yeah, then I don't know, maybe Scarful Specs on there, and it's going to hit super hard. So it's not too bad of a pick, but I honestly rather would have had the Jolteon, if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, that's not how drafting works out, especially if you're mid of the table. I think I still can be super happy about what I got so far, and yeah. Next up, we're picking up in Tier 5 the Hitmonchan. And Hitmonchan in Tier 5, first of all, I don't agree with it. I think Hitmonchan should be in Tier 4, so I think it's a steal basically in Tier 5. And while its stats are not that good, I guess, with like 105 in attack and then 76 speed, that's really not as good. But what people mostly overlook, that you can run defensive Hitmonchan with the Assault Vest, and then it already has base 110 special defense. Paired with an Assault Vest, it's going to tank those hits, those special hits, that is, like a fucking boss. And it's also going to hit super hard with the Iron Fist boosted elemental punches and whatever else you want to throw at it. People sleep on this thing. I don't think it's a Tier 5 Pokemon, definitely. And it also gives me the Rapid Spin, which I wanted to have in Dawn Fan, but yeah, you know how that worked out. But yeah, I got the Rapid Spin now in Hitmonchan. So yeah, I'm not even mad that I drafted a Tier 5 Pokemon so early, I guess, in round 8. I was, I think, the first one to pick up a Tier 5 Pokemon. Maybe the second. But yeah, pretty early at least. And yeah, but the Hitmonchan in Tier 5 definitely worth it in my opinion. It's a super good Pokemon for that fact. And yeah, I hope Hitmonchan can put in the work, and we'll do our team good. But yeah, we'll see about that. Next up is our next Z user, just a normal attacking Z user, because in this league we got one super Z user who was able to do attacking as well as status Z moves, non-omni boosting though. So yeah, but yeah, our attacking Z move user is going to be Miss Magius. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, Miss Magius is a super solid Pokemon for Tier 4. Like, sometimes you even see it in Tier 5, which I definitely don't agree with. But yeah, like, it's in Tier 4 now, but I'm not too mad about that. It still has Levitate, so another ground immunity, which is good, because my team somewhat has like a ground weakness in Toxapex, Heatran, and the Heliolisk. So yeah, I got 2 ground immunities now with the Mangaladias and the Miss Magius. So super good, and then the coverage this Pokemon gets is just absurd. Like, it probably gets every move you want it to have, and then boost it up with the Z move. People are not going to expect that, and then going to get it hard with whatever I hope it can do for it, and yeah. And it also has like 105 speed, as well as special defense and special attack. So yeah, it can take those hits if it needs to, and do much damage. Especially with the Z Crystal, which I hope I can use to some effectiveness. And can get some kills with it, yeah. Next up, another, well, one of the first of our 3 Tier 5 picks is going to be Leavanny. And Leavanny, somewhat as Hitmonchan. Not necessarily a Tier 5 pick in my opinion, but I've seen it kind of often in Tier 5, so I'm not really complaining. But yeah, like, Leavanny obviously gets Sticky Webs, which is the main aspect of why I drafted it. But it also has 103 attack and 92 speed, so that's really something you have to look out for. Like, it's not really that slow, and also not hard hitting. So, like, you think, oh, it's a Leavanny, it's a Tier 5 Pokemon, it's not going to do anything, right? Yeah, you're wrong. Like, get Sword Stance, and then like Leaf Blades do hurt from that thing, and also gets Chlorophyll. And I know I told you about my Z Sunny Dance thing earlier, and if I'm able to pull this off, then the Leavanny, with its only 92 speed, is going to be twice as fast, and probably going to outspeed your whole team, so hope you're prepared for that, guys. But yeah, next up is another tier 5 pick, free pick, where I got sniped again. I wanted to draft Slarking, because I fell in love with Slarking in random battles on Showdown, and especially fell in love with the Choice Bandit Giga Impact set, and I just basically wanted to meme draft it, because there weren't that many good Pokemon in tier 5, because like most of the good tier 5 Pokemon have been moved up to tier 4, like Miss Magias, like Weezing, like Miltank, and some others I can't recall off the back of my head, but you get the point. But yeah, I wanted to draft Slarking, basically memeing it, but I got picked 3 picks prior to me by the commissioner of this league. Still happy for that, Jingus. But yeah, I picked up Perugly instead, and yeah, Perugly, what can I say? Like, the good things about Perugly, I guess, are its 112 speed tier. That's definitely not slow. And also has 82 base attack, so I guess it's somewhat hard hitting as well. It also gets X Giga Impact, so I still can run my Choice Bandit Giga Impact as I wanted to do on Slarking. But yeah, Perugly definitely not as good as Slarking in my opinion. But it does get Thick Fat, so that's maybe some viable defensive options in there. So maybe like if maybe it can tank like an Ice Beam from a Cure on Black. I'm pretty sure it can. Like it has, well no, it only has 59 special defense. But maybe Salt Vested Thick Fat, you know? I don't know, and then maybe gets a fighting type move. I'm not too sure, but yeah, like basically the Perugly is not that much needed on my team, but it's still like a pocket pick, I guess you could say, with the 112 speed and the Thick Fat and the Bandit Giga Impact. But yeah, maybe it's going to come to one match. I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah, mostly just a meme pick because I only had to draft the tier 5 Pokemon because yeah, and didn't have more points, and that's what I had to do. And we're finishing off our draft with a tier 3 Pokemon, and you're probably wondering why I didn't draft a fairy yet, and because my tier 3 Pokemon is going to be a fairy, that's why. Actually, initially, I have to tell you this, initially I drafted, in the round where I drafted Miss Magias, I didn't draft Miss Magias, I drafted Romatis. But then, after round 11, I saw that my new tier 3 pick was, well, the thing I picked in tier 3 was still undrafted, and I thought that it was a bit better than Romatis, even though it doesn't get access to Wish Passing, which kind of would have been cool for Latias, I guess. But yeah, so after the draft, I dropped the Romatis for Miss Magias and made Miss Magias my Z mover. Also because I didn't quite know which other Pokemon to give the Z moves to, and Miss Magias just fitted pretty good with the Levitate as well. So yeah, not too mad about this. But again, tell me guys what you think about that swap. But yeah, as the last Pokemon in tier 3, I picked up Primarina, and Primarina mostly is overlooked, I think, by coaches. Primarina is super solid in my opinion. Like it's pretty slow with base 60 speed. But yeah, like that's not the main point of Primarina. Like you can run Assault Wave on this thing, and it already boosts a 116 special defense. So yeah, it's going to tank up those special hits again, like a fucking boss. Same as the Hitmonchan I told you earlier about. But yeah, mostly Primarina is a super good Specs user because it has 126 base special attack, and if you run Specs Hydro Pump on this thing, it's going to ruin your day. I'm going to say this right now, it will ruin your day if you're not prepared for this. But yeah, you know, and it also has access to Liquid Voice as an ability, which makes every Sound-based move into a Water type move. Don't know if that's better than Torrent, honestly, but it's still something to look out for, to maybe do that, like Hyper Voice turns to a water-based move. But then again, I would have just have Sparkling Aria, which is just as good. So don't really know the utility of that, but yeah, it's a possibility. who know if I will do this or not. But yeah, that's our draft for the Terminus Battle Factory Season 1. Tell me guys what you think about it. Super super excited, I guess. That's not the initial word I was looking forward for, but or forward to. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys think about my draft. Tell me about it if you watched so far or till this moment right now. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I kind of went into a bit of a slump in the middle of the draft, and I got sniped Donphan and the Jolteon. But I think the Dugtrio definitely is a solid replacement for Donphan, even if it doesn't do the same job as a Donphan would do. And the Heliolisk, maybe it can be a good pair with the Heatran, but yeah, gotta see about that in the future. But yeah, tell me what you think about my draft. Looking forward to see that, what you think. Battles will always be uploaded on Monday, so in 7 days, of course, you know, today's Monday, so so yeah, in 7 days you will see the week 1 battle, which is against the SPFC coached by TFMC. His link is already down in the description, so you can check out his draft recap if you want to see what we are up against. I really like his draft, and I think that his team is pretty good against mine. Because he has like a bunch of setup mons, and I have a stall team. So yeah, we'll see what we're gonna do about that. But yeah, I hope you liked this draft recap from me. Hope you're still watching. I don't know. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support. So whatever you're going to do, tell me about it, and I'm looking forward to hear from you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next Monday then for the week 1 battle against TFMC. And until then, have a nice week and bye!